What's up, everybody? This is Review Box. I'm Nick, and this is my fellow host.
Ready? Did we just restart?
Yeah, because you're all slouched, bro.
But I just wanted to show how chill we
energy.
are.
No chill, bro.
You're right.
No chill.
My name is Randy.
Oh, it looks like we have somebody in the audience that wants to chime in.
I just want to see if it works.
Okay, so real quick, everybody.
Did you just say Ray Ray?
Ray. No, it's Riri. Dude, I got yelled at one time. All right, anyways. This is Review Box. It is still October, so we're just trying to do some horror movies. Today we are going to do Alien Romulus. Damn, I practiced that so many times just
Alien
to mess
Romulus.
it up. Just to mess it up. So anyways, we do got a couple people in studio that will be chiming in. We have Lizzie, Mike, Scott, and QC. You'll probably hear a buzzer sound, and they'll kind of chime in. We all saw this movie. It's a very great movie. In my opinion, it's for sure in my top 5 movies of 2024 that I enjoyed. Like, I'm going to say that strongly and confidently.
Don't listen to him too much because his #1 movie was Joker.
Hell no, dude. My #1 movie was The Front Room.
Oh,
But anyways,
but
let's talk about something good, bro. Let's talk about Alien.
don't talk to me about racism. I invented it.
Yeah, that's not in the Alien movie, by the way.
Yeah, Alien says that shit to the
Yeah, the xenomorph says that.
Don't talk to me about racism.
Anyways, so this Alien movie takes place after the first one. It's in between the first one and before the second one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think it's 20 years after the first one.
Before
wrong.
Sigourney Weaver's Bush.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to the Bush.
After, sorry.
But let's talk about this movie, guys. So,
No, not George Bush.
you know,
Dirty Bush.
we've seen this time and time again where we've seen movies and like horror movies come back. Some people have called this Alien The Force Awakens. And I kind of understand what they mean.
They're trying to do nostalgia.
It's literally kind of like the original one, but it's like not. Kind of like how A New Hope and
it
then
has its own thing.
and The Force Awakens, like people liked it because it was kind of the same plot.
But they did it right, though.
Don't get me wrong, it is kind of the same plot of the first movie, but it was just so good. It was like, first of all, everybody appreciates the practical effects.
Practical effects are always going to be the
Yeah, and
biggest
there's a certain character we'll talk about later in the
Yes.
pod that I feel like some people in the audience have an opinion on, and some of the reactions on it. But the movie starts out and we're following
a chick and her autistic robot brother.
That's
not even a
what is
fucking
it?
joke.
What are they called? Synthetics?
They're not synths. They're
No, synthetics.
They're not called synthetics. Are they called
Yeah,
synthetics?
synthetics.
Like
It is a
synths from
synthetic, yeah.
Fallout?
Yeah. What was her name? I can't believe it. Rain. Was it Rain?
I think it is. We're actually looking at it up right now.
If
Yeah.
it's Rain and it's close to Ray from Force Awakens, I'm gonna get mad.
Ray and Rain, right?
I'm like, Rain? Mortal Kombat character? It's funny. I have so much to say about this movie. I just can't remember the character name right now.
They just give me the regular names. Hold on. I need to look up not cast but characters.
Anyways, we'll get back to you on that. But yeah, we follow her and we follow her. She has a synthetic
Autistic robot.
It was Rain.
Rain.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And what's the autist?
The autist,
The what?
bro. This isn't until next time, bro.
You're right. I'm
It's
sorry.
review box.
Andy.
Andy.
Yeah.
The android.
Oh, by the way, can we say that Andy, like the character, his performance is amazing.
Fucking godlike compared to everyone else in the movie. That motherfucker has to switch moods and emotions so quickly it fucking throws you off.
Yeah. So he's a
Almost
synthetic.
like a fucking like a rope, like a synthetic.
Yeah, so he's a synthetic that like is pretty much kind of damaged a little bit, and so basically, Andy and Rain, they meet up with some of the other friends, and they're on this like wasteland of a planet. They want to get off it. You know, this is kind of Act 1. This is building everything. They pull up. They're like, "Hey, we kind of figured out a way to get out of here. There's like there's like a ship passing by, and we can go ahead and grab some stuff, and then we can move to this other planet."
It's abandoned and it has sleep pods.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? It makes sense. Bam, it's gonna be an easy day in the office.
Because where they want to travel is so fucking far, you need like government grade.
Yeah,
Government
50
grade
years, no? Like 50, 60 years?
Something like that.
Yeah. And it's like, so then, we meet the characters. I love the cast characters they have. I forgot her name, but you know that one girl. She played as Dora the Explorer. The one who's pregnant. You know that's Dora.
Yeah, I do, but like
Dude,
that fucking threw me
Her
off.
scream is amazing.
Her name is Kay.
Kay, yeah, Kay. Her scream was amazing, but that's besides the point. So we get there, and obviously, like, you know, the space station. Of course, there's, you know, something wrong with it. Space, like, you know, what do you think's gonna be on there?
It's an abandoned space station. They go up there. Hey, let's rob the space station. Ain't no problem. First thing they see, gravity's on, so that means something turned it off. Turned off the anti-gravity.
Well, wasn't it because it was powering back up?
I don't know. The fuck? Don't talk to me.
All right, yeah, for sure. Good talk, bro.
No, they had it turned on for a reason, and the cooling or whatever. Everything was frozen too.
Oh yeah, that is true. No, that's when they get into that little room.
Well,
That's when they get in there. But no, like, so the synthetic, like, you know, he's basically kind of like downgraded, and then he basically gets an upgrade. And when that happens, the actor who's playing as him completely changes his entire demeanor and like his posture and his mood, and he becomes like a cold-blooded synthetic that's like, you know,
who's only trying to finish the objective.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have our best interest, like pretty much. And so we follow them, and then they get into this room because the chambers or whatever, the battery's dead. Someone forgot to put it on the charger. Womp womp. But so they go ahead and go into the room, and then it's like they're in the room, and then it reveals that there's a bunch of frozen face huggers.
It's just fucking hundreds and hundreds in that room.
Yeah.
And then once they took off because they were using the coolant systems, the battery that helps with the pods to freeze them. When they took that out, the room was no longer getting cold. It started becoming regular temperature, which causes the face huggers to wake up.
Yeah, like it was showing them defrost, bro. And they looked so crazy, bro. But like people were pointing out, and honestly, yeah, like dude, the face huggers in this movie were so aggressive. They had no time to waste. Like they were just mean.
Dude, they were like, did you see the scene where like they pulled it out of the dude's face? It was a dude or a chick, right?
Yeah.
They pulled it out of the face. That thing was down the throat, like
Oh,
inches
so
down.
this
That was
is
a
canon,
violently vivid scene.
It goes
That
all the
was.
way to its
Oh
stomach.
my god.
Yeah, that was disgusting. No, I remember when we saw the trailer for that. It was like a
no
new
gag
trailer.
reflex, right?
Yeah, gag reflex. We saw the trailer
Homeboy took
for
it like
that,
a fucking champ.
Yeah.
and like when they're like pulling out the tentacle, I'm like, whoa, what movie is this?
It's actually not a tentacle.
What is it?
Face hugger penis.
Face hugger penis.
Face hugger was literally all up in them guts, you know?
Jesus, quite literally. No, but like dude, the face huggers had a purpose in this movie.
So now Nicholas can say this. The guy so everything unfroze, so a lot of the ice turned into water.
Oh yeah, so there was a lot of water, and this is my favorite part of the movie, and I'm probably even quoting it wrong because I've quoted it so many times. But like for some reason, this guy has like his like accent, and he's like,
So he's Australian, but he has the most exaggerated Australian accent to the point where
what if that's just his accent?
No, even like fucking cold ones or like other Australian YouTubers are making fun of his fucking
Whatever. His accent was dope. But anyways, he was just like he's walking in the water, and then like he gets tripped up, and then he's like, "There's something in the water." And then they're like, "You better not be playing with us." He's like, "I'm not playing with you. There's something in the fucking water." And it's just the best scene ever, bro. Like,
Spot on, bro. Spot on.
yeah, thank you. And you know, it was funny. The girl at the shaved head, like, more or less, they went to save her. Do you know what I mean? And she was ready to leave all the boys in the room. Like,
so
Rain had to really take the lead to bust that door open to free him up.
yeah.
Like, if you saw that, and it's just like, and that's why the face hugger got her.
So a face hugger grabs the bald chick
Yeah,
and she's implanted. They use the X-ray.
she's
to check.
implanted.
They show the X-ray. She has something. She's out. They remove
she's
they
with
remove
child.
The face hugger. They remove the face hugger with electricity.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
tase
kinda
it
like a
because
stun gun type of
it's
thing, yeah.
around. It was
Because
around
it's
her throat.
neck, so it's one of its like survival instincts. If you try to remove the face hugger, it just grips the host and kills him, chokes him out.
Yeah.
Fucking WWE style.
But can we talk about how like going back to how like they use a lot of like practical effects and it's just great. But did you just remember when the xenomorph is like getting out of the egg
Yeah.
or whatever? And we were talking about it like, dude, that's just the fucking devil coming out of that. Like the way they just like really sat the camera there and let the xenomorph like come out of the egg. I think it was the one that was getting tased.
Fun fact, guys. The creator of Aliens also did the microphone for Jonathan Davis from Korn, the band.
He created his fucking microphone
Yeah.
stand. Ridley Scott.
The creator of Xenomorph. It's not really Scott.
Hold the fuck
Oh,
up.
we have a question. The audience is chiming in.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know this. If you ever seen Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland, I know it's like farther into it. Justin Roiland did all his animations for Rick and Morty based off penises and vaginas. If you look at every alien in there, they're either based off a vagina or a penis. The creator of Xenomorph, the head is a penis. Every creation they've ever done for aliens or any movies or monsters they've done is based on male and female genitalia. He also did a special mic of a woman with a long penis-shaped head like an alien for Jonathan Davis.
We let the audience chime in, and then Randy goes ahead and talks for the audience.
I'm sorry.
I forgot. Okay, that's interesting. Honestly, I forgot. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr.
Good work,
Mr.
audience.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the movie. Penises aside. So, anyways,
Ridley Scott's the director.
yeah, the moments with the xenomorphs, I think were just beautiful. They were so scary. Like,
Yeah, even the egg looked like a pussy. Remember?
okay, yeah, for sure. I guess that was
Yeah.
scary. But anyways,
Xeno vagina,
every time the
Xenopussy.
xenomorph was there,
Xenopussy.
like they played it off.
Xenissi.
Like it was good. It was good when the xenomorph was coming out of the
Just
little
keep playing
egg
with
right
this.
there, and then like with the alien with the net like burned into its head. That
Yeah.
one was sick. The one where she was creeping above the pregnant girl, and then like the brother was like, let her in, and then Andy's like, nah.
He's like, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I don't think that's the best. Like, I don't think that's in our best interest. Which is like kind of true. Do you think they would have died if they opened the door for the
Yeah,
pregnant girl?
definitely. I do gotta say something. The scene with the actor who's passed away, and they use his likeness.
Oh yeah, how'd you
to
feel
be an
about that?
android. I think they did a good job of what they were trying to do. I know the family isn't really happy with what they
No,
did.
they said it was okay.
No, there was a whole thing that was
The wife was like, "No, that's fine," because after that movie, he didn't get a lot of roles after that. So she was like, "Nah, like let's do it."
Oh, it was fans who's being assholes.
Yeah, dude, bro. At the end of the day, don't
Fanboys.
listen to the fans, bro. Fans are the worst.
they used his
We're the
likeness to, and he did amazing also. With that android of that actor.
The
who passed away.
xenomorph should have been non-binary. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'm sorry. Go on.
Also, androids are full of white substance, which is kind of weird.
Which is a crazy choice.
Weird choice.
Could have been blue blood. White blood that's a choice.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
Android is full of milk.
I'm just saying it is a choice. Like I was like, nothing against
Well,
it.
considering the guy that made these xenomorphs' penis, I guess the androids are full of cum.
Interesting. So, to go on, what was actually no, we got to get to the okay. So the movie does follow a lot from the original movie. Let's not like act like that wasn't true. But it did do something different with that abomination that was born. I don't even know what to call it.
Aren't they?
I've
Aren't
said
they the
this
original
before.
engineers?
Well, kind of. It's like an engineer hybrid in a sense. If you watch those other Alien movies and put that, yeah, because I guess honestly, yeah.
I think it was also kind of a callback to Alien Resurrection because it had a similar type of thing in there as well.
Well, you had the
The kind of like hybrid kid or
humanoid
whatever.
like hybrid one. I feel like I've said this before, and like this is a reach for this movie in particular, but it's like I feel like 2024 has really been the year of like horror movies, and it's like showing different depictions of like what females have to go through, like whether it has to do with birth and just like body stuff like that.
That's crazy because I think 80% of them fucking suck.
Okay, for sure. Good talk. So anyway, so for examples is Immaculate, The First Omen, that movie, The
First
Substance.
Omen fucking sick. That movie was awesome.
Yeah, well, had some stuff to do with like the female body and like horrors, but I guess you don't
Jesus
catch
is
that.
in me.
I guess you don't catch that. But anyways, going on, that movie does a great job, and it creates this fucking abomination xenomorph that is just by far the most unsettling thing. Cause like, do you guys think like xenomorphs are like scary or like cool?
I
Like
think
how
they're
they look.
scary. They're what are they called? They're the perfect specimen, right, or something like.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
called-
they
The
think
perfect
they're the
specimen in
perfect specimen,
evolution.
but they wasn't it because it's like the engineers are the perfect specimens,
Yeah.
but the xenomorphs are like obviously the messed up versions of
yeah.
that. But anyways, yeah, you know, I think xenomorphs look cool as hell. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, this man was a creep. This man was a creep. And then I'm gonna turn to the audience for this one for
Specifically.
Lizzie. Actually, you gotta tap the.
How do you
Please
feel about the abomination, baby?
How do you feel about that, man?
It was just crazy to see it on screen and then like look it up later and realize that was like a real person, you know? Like and then obviously we all saw the behind the scenes stuff that came out where you're seeing this like 7.5 foot tall man
He
next
also
to
stands weird.
well, you're not 7.5 feet tall. Like, you know, like could you imagine being that fucking tall? That's insane. I don't know. It was just it's crazy, and to be honest, I felt like the baby grew too fast.
Can you explain the abomination for the people at home who haven't seen this movie?
Okay, so basically the pregnant lady was already pregnant, and then the thing fucking double impregnated her, I guess, however you want to say it. I don't know. Very uncomfortable. And then it grew into this hybrid form of baby because there was already like seed where seed was being planted, if that makes
It
sense.
was a face hugger that got her.
That's what I'm saying. So she
I
was
don't think it grew fast because xenomorphs grow that quick.
No, it
yeah,
grew
but
like
you have to think about the fact that it's also like technically half human. So is the xenomorph just completely taking out the human thing and then just like barely
Well, they
kind
are
of
the
making
perfect
it?
specimen.
well.
Okay, well if
okay.
it's the perfect specimen, then it should have completely wiped out the fact that it even looked like a human.
Hear me out though. You gotta remember the part that she injected herself with that experiment to heal herself, like on the quick. So that could have affected like the growth, and then that's why it was like a deformed xenomorph, or it was like because it was like the pure DNA or like something like that.
Or you know what? I don't even think a face hugger got her. It was just a shot.
Yeah, it was just the
It was
shot.
just a shot.
Yeah.
She was on the brink of death or something.
Got buzz the button, bro.
She
Audience members chiming in.
she was on the brink of death, and she was like, "Oh, I gotta save my baby," so she injected herself with that like experimental vial or what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
But also, on a side note, if you are a fan of Alien, check out Alien Fire. What is it? Fire Team Elite on PlayStation.
Game's pretty
The one we
sick.
played, right?
Shoot 'em up.
Shoot 'em up.
Shut 'em up.
I'll shoot this place up.
I'll shoot this bitch.
I'll
up.
shoot this bitch up.
If I could bring up a pretty cool fucking scene that we kind of skipped over because we're going through the movie, but there's a scene where every fucking xenomorph is coming towards her, and then they turn on the gravity, and her and her homeboy kill all the xenomorphs, and there's acid everywhere, and they turn on the gravity to like fly around the fucking acid blood. That was sick.
That was fucking cool, yeah.
No, that was fire. I love that part. And then like how she's like, yeah, the acid is just like it brought more problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we got rid of them. Now we have all this. To bring up a scene real quick, that's kind of funny because like someone pointed it out on TikTok, but the scene where it's the gravity and they're jumping up, I believe, and they're going up, and then the gravity's turning off, and then they're falling. And usually in movies, it's like, you know, when you're falling, like your friend catches you and saves your life, and like, come on. It was funny to think that Rain was falling to her death initially. And a fucking like xenomorph catches her and saves her life. So like for a second she's like, "Oh my god, I'm saved!" And then like to see that it was a xenomorph, you're just like, "What the hell?"
Oh fuck! Just drop me.
Yeah, like out of all people, why you?
He's like, it's me, bitch.
Yeah, right. Like to move on, what was one of your favorite scenes?
One of my favorite scenes, to be honest, that scene where they had to be quiet as shit walking through the face huggers. in the rooms, so the facehuggers couldn't sense their sweat or like they were like heat, right, or sound,
I think it was heat.
and so like they couldn't like really.
Well, sound as well, but like heat for sure.
But yeah, like where they had to go quiet and slow. I think that was my favorite scenes because it was really like these motherfuckers are everywhere. Like it was a true horror scene.
Yeah, no, it really was. I mean, shit. The sun in the water. That's my favorite part. The only part besides that that's good is the xenomorph is like, I think it's Kay. She's trying to get to the other room, and then the xenomorph is like slowly coming out of the egg. Dude, that thing is just like the devil, bro. Like the devil's behind you as you try to get there. Oh, we got an audience member.
I think one of the best scenes is in the beginning where they show the asteroid, where the alien is in the asteroid that what's her name, Ripley, where she shoots that one out of the thing with the little.
In the first movie.
In the first movie,
Yeah.
it's like a, what do I want to say? The thing they spear whales with. It's kind of like that.
Harpoon.
The harpoon. That alien is in the beginning, and then they extract that alien that's been like fossilized in this asteroid into the ship. That was probably one of the best.
Fun
scenes.
fact: I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that was in the beginning.
kidding,
I would say
right?
that was a fun way to introduce it. Scott, do you have a favorite part
I
on
didn't
top
know
of your
those
head?
movies were related.
No. Mike, favorite part on top of your head?
I'm gonna go with Randy's too on the whole like face hugger where they gotta like have their whole like body temperature the same way, and then even in the beginning I felt like that was also kind of a nice callback to the original one, and then where you see them flying by and you see the parts of the original ship and everything, super fucking cool.
Oh yeah. Lizzie?
I think that's the scariest scene, so I'd have to agree. Also, I want to add that they also couldn't be nervous because being nervous makes you sweat as well. That was the biggest thing, is that like you're walking through something that's so terrifying and you can't even freak out about it. You can't even like internally freak out about it because your body temperature will rise. But I think my favorite scene was honestly that creepy baby being born originally. Like seeing, that's what I was saying originally, is like seeing it so small, and then like 5 minutes later, and it's not even 5 minutes later in the movie time. Like it was in the actual time of what they would have experienced it. That thing is full grown.
Yeah.
Like that was terrifying.
Walking around that thing.
That
could
was
get a job.
that was really scary to me because
Yeah, that thing was so big.
yeah,
it needs a
because
job.
I'm assuming when they saw it as that small, they would have thought that they were like, oh, we have a chance to kill it before it gets big. No, you have about 10 minutes until it's like fully full grown. Like that's insane.
Can I say that was one of the best kills though?
With
the humanoid
Yeah.
xenomorph.
Well, homeboy.
One of the best kills. Where the asteroid field, where like the ship is slow. Well, it was a dock that they released, right?
Yeah.
It was the asteroid field falling in, or the dock falling into the asteroid field, and it literally just no sound either. Space doesn't have sound, so it's like the explosion of it just tearing through.
Audience members chiming in.
The giant cheese grater.
The giant cheese grater.
The giant cheese grater, yeah. Homeboy got turned into a fucking Parmesan after that
Fucking
shit.
pecorino romano.
As we as we're wrapping up, we're gonna give our rating for it. As we do that, Lizzie, can you please pull up the budget and box office again one more time? And then I actually want to get your guys' ratings as well. Randy, what do you give it? 1 out of 10. And do you 1 out of 10? And do you recommend it?
I'll give it 8.
Give it an 8.
I'll give it an 8. I'd say some of the characters are not as memorable as they should be. Then again, if you watch the first Alien, some of these fucking characters aren't even memorable. They're just like one scene or two. That's not true.
I want to go home and party. That's exactly.
Go home and party. I'll give it an 8. I would recommend it to any friend that likes sci-fi horror.
Cool. Do we have the numbers?
Yeah, we have the
All right,
numbers.
hold off on that.
Okay.
Real quick. I'm gonna say it. It's gonna hit the very small list. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I just enjoyed it. I saw it twice.
Respect to you.
I wanted to go see it a third time, but I just couldn't because of logistics. It was just so much fun. And I think what really did it is that a week prior to watching it, I saw the original movie.
Yeah.
So that's what made it feel so good, was seeing the original movie so fresh in my mind and then seeing the new movie so fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
That's what made it like really pop for me.
So fresh
And it
so
was
clean.
just a fun time. It was just good, bro. Like I don't know. I loved it. So I'm gonna say
Next
10 out of
movie,
10.
Bullet Train.
But real quick, Lizzie, what's your rating? and we'll get to the budget.
it's just we'll do everyone's rating though.
Yeah,
I'll do the
everybody's
budget.
rating.
I would probably give it like a solid 9 out of 10. I'm not really into like space horror kind of movies, or space slashers as some people called it, I guess, online. But I thought it was really good. It was definitely like up there and things that I jumped a couple times, not gonna lie. So it was good.
I thought it was pretty solid. I'm gonna give it another 9.5 out of that one. I had a really good time with it. I'm a big Alien franchise guy, so I felt like it was one of probably the best one that I've seen in a long time. That I think really kind of reignited my love for the franchise. So definitely a 9.5 out of 5. I mean, out of 10.
We got Scotto on the mic.
Well, I'll have to give it an 8.5. It's a good movie. It honestly reminds me of the first one a lot, especially when she gets in the closet and starts dressing in the uniform just like Sigourney. That's the last one that was like, oh, it got a little corny. They didn't have to do that.
You pointed
one.
that out to me, and I was like,
you
damn,
know,
you're
they
right about
didn't
that.
have to do that one. But anyway, it was a great movie, and I actually want to see it again because, you know, I don't remember a lot of it. But definitely an 8.5.
I will say this: it's almost like the first movie. Not enough Bush.
We're gonna get to that after the budget. QC?
Overall, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it. It was a highlight of 2024 so far. Huge Alien universe fanatic. I love anything that has to do with any alien lore. Shout out to Ridley Scott. I'm happy he was a part of that one because there was like 2 of them that he wasn't even a part of. Anywho, I love the homage, you know, the suit, the other little things. I like the addition of the synthetic Andy. Very supportive character. I like that they brought back Ash. He wasn't Ash. He was a different.
He was a different synthetic.
Different synthetic.
Yeah,
same
but same face.
Same face, but overall, it was an alien movie we needed.
Yeah. I think to answer your question, I think Ridley Scott didn't really work on this one. It was I forgot dude. I think his name's Felipe or something like that. The director of Romulus. It's because Ridley Scott's working on Gladiator 2.
Wrong.
Okay.
He was there to work with the movie.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah.
He
God
has
bless.
credits on the movie.
credited as actually the first producer on there.
Oh yeah, but that could
Come
kind of
on,
mean
dude.
anything, low key.
What do you mean? It's not executive producer.
I will
he's putting
say
money
he
in.
had his influence.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, he's in it. He just doesn't have to be there if he doesn't need to.
Yeah. All right, Lizzie. Mike,
He
back
has
to
all
you.
that input.
All right.
Wrong.
Hit us with the budget.
Budget was 80 million.
80 million.
Holy shit! That's
That's
chump change.
that's even more amazing that they pulled it off. I'm gonna go with 450.
Yeah. I'm going 620.
620. Just
No,
Box
just,
office.
Box office.
300 million.
Wait.
so we got 450,
620.
620.
300.
We got 550. We got 556 million. And we got 475 million and we got 300 million.
All right. Well, the final box office total was 350.4 million.
350 sheesh. That
You
movie
guys were
deserved
overshooting
double.
a little bit, but I
Yeah.
mean, for an $80 million budget,
That's pretty
fucking
good.
A.
That's pretty good. And with that, we're going to leave you on one more note, something that Randy did not like about the movie. What
Not
was
enough
this movie
Bush.
missing?
Not enough fucking Bush. Pussy.
And can you
Fucking pussy stash.
can you
Relax.
explain Bush?
Cervix hair. Cervical hair. All right. In the first movie, Sigourney Weaver had a bush. The director of that movie paid someone to digitally brush her bush out of that movie, and we'll never get to see Sigourney's fucking bush. But we did get to see her -1 inch ass.
I think in the original.
That's insane.
Before they took it out, you saw it.
Yeah, if you bought it before a certain time, or if you saw it in theaters, you saw the bush.
You got to hit the buzzers.
I strangely feel like there wasn't enough sense of isolation.
And the new one?
In the new one, okay, like if you watch Alien, the first one, there's this like imminent, like, okay, I'm in the middle of space. I'm not going anywhere.
You know what? You are right.
Yeah.
There is
I get
no
you.
sense of like real isolation. I don't
Like
know, just,
the game
just,
Alien
just
Isolation.
deep dive and think about it. Watch the first one and then go watch the new one. I don't know. There's like more sense of like
It's the horror of
alone
being alone.
atmosphere in the first one. Like Sigourney, I don't know how she did it, but she's like, mother, you know, I don't know. She's like trying to communicate with this computer that's just like,
Oh, what I really did like about the effects is, remember, this movie takes place after the first one, right? The computers and everything were exactly the same systems.
Yeah, like they followed the technology of the of the world. In a
The
sense.
the cheap 80s graphics or like shit like that. Like they followed that to make it seem like it wasn't that long. I love that.
Yeah, they kept it real on that. We will eventually get to the Alien and Aliens. Like, well, for sure, those movies are gonna be on
Alien
the
versus
list.
Predator.
We just have to start on this one because
man,
this is the one
Ah,
we've seen. He's
fuck
not
me.
even in that movie.
That's Predator.
I know. God bless them.
Fucking come on, come on my face.
Well, anyways, hope you guys
Spit on me.
enjoyed. Have a good one, and there needs to be more Bush next time.